Weird.
Yeah, she's nearly gone now. But we've had a nice half hour there, sitting stargazing, sun gazing, watching the birds,
Right, crackers.
and really nice. They were. It seemed like a family, a squadron, a little, God knows what they are, birds. What colour were they? Grey and black.
They've got brown and yellow and all sorts.
Yeah,
I'll need to,
they've got better eyesight than me.
I need to.
But they were playing in these two trees and shouting to each other while they were getting a little sip of water, and it seemed like it were mum and a few little chicks. Not little chicks, they were birds. They were flying, but it seemed that she were teaching them. But that were really nice. Watch the sun go down. And I'm feeling a bit more chipper. I had something really simple to eat earlier. What have I done today, apart from bugger all? Oh, I made them doors. They're not quite right. I need to move them over half an inch maybe, and up maybe 5mm. But I can do that. And then they'll sit nice and square in that frame. I've got the others. I've got another one strapped up, ready to go. Once I get into my groove, it won't take me long, I don't think. But I'm a busy day tomorrow. We're going to get more materials for this area. Yeah, that'll be fun. I had a dip in the pool earlier. That did freshen me up a bit. I think that cold shock to the system. I was going to bottle it, but I did go tits deep. But that were enough. That were enough for me. So yeah, get them doors fitted. And bish bash, bish bash, bish bish, bash bash. Fridge in. Done. Oh, bottle. I've got to plumb it in for the. I've got a hole to drill for the pipe, and a hole to drill for something else. But we've put this thing up as well. We're just going to put it all along that back because it weren't as big as we thought. We got two of these things, and what is it saying there? 1.81 by 2.0 by 17 centimetres. Okay, so it is only 2 metres long. That back is about 4.5. But we're going to put it up there, and we'll try and get something local for the rest. It's just to act as a bit of a windbreak, and that sun, when it comes through there is going to be a little gap. We'll maybe have half an hour a day when the sun will be between the top of the frame, the top of the bamboo and the bottom of the shade cloth. There'll be a little, probably an hour or so ago, an hour and a half ago, it would come through it. It should miss anybody sitting at the back, because that sun can be, not at that time, it's not too bad, but it can be quite blinding. Getting tidied up round here. Got to sort these. When we were putting the poles in, we had to move the pallets, so we're going to lift the pallets, give it all a good tidy up, put the pallets back in a slightly different configuration. Round here, I don't know if this is working as well as I'd like. I'm not liking the look of them tomatoes. They don't look particularly happy to me. And the chilies have got some yellow in. We did give them some feed, and the new growth is a nice green. The chilies and the peppers, but we'll probably give them a bit more feed. Don't know what we're going to do while we're away. I'll have to work out a way of doing it. Just a very, 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 very weak mix on a constant drip. Somewhat like a 50 if the manufacturer's recommended or whatever. Yeah, a lot more going off tomorrow. And then Thursday, busy again. Friday I'm like, no, I'll get something done Thursday, get something done tomorrow, get something done Friday, but this is it, just nibble off an hour, a couple of hours a day, and it gets done. And when I'm looking round, and I think it was Lee who said something about pride, and it's a word I struggle with. I really do, because it's just the humility in me that I'm trying to use the skills that I've got to help other people, but they have to be willing, they have to want to evolve. And I believe that this is a perfect place for people to evolve, because of the opportunities that we give people, and the true sense of freedom, that if you want to try something, you try something. If we can, some ideas they're just not feasible. They're not logical or rational, and I need all three to be ticked. So yeah, if we've got, there's lots of, I do try to give people a walk around the site to show them what we've got going off, and just my ideas. They might have other ideas and suggestions. I'll listen to them. I won't take them on board every time, but I will listen. But I do have a distinct plan for how I want this to be, and I'm thinking long term from the position of not living in the caravan but living in the mass, and that is that this upper end becomes our little homestead with the greenhouse at the top. Yeah, we've got the shower and toilets and stuff, and then we've got the work area and Kirsty's workroom, which is not going to be the caravan. It's going to be going to build a structure. Passat will be going. This store that we've got down here, all that stuff will be going. That'll be gone before the end of this trip. These will be used. That'll be tidied up. We never leave the panels out. They always get locked away safe and sound. All this will be garden beds, and then if somebody's wanted to stay in here, this is going to be enclosed, just by framing off the front end round the table, so that if somebody's staying in there, they've got a really nice cosy space that's cool. It's probably 3-4 degrees cooler than outside. And then this is where the communal stuff starts from here across. We've got the communal kitchen, then we've got a seating area there. This is a seating area as well, and then just in front of me, this is going to be another pond, a herb spiral just there. We've got the petanque court, which I'm really tempted to turn it into a pool, just because I can. And I've found out how cheap I could do it for, so it's really got me intrigued. But maybe not there. Maybe I can find somewhere more suitable. Just here, we do have this big marquee, but I can do the same thing, like using that stuff. Because of the weather we get here, it's only, even in September, October, you've got 9 dry days out of 10 easily. So we are looking to accommodate larger parties using this space as the central area, because down there's camping, toilets, stuff like that. The pool up here, communal, and we've got the fire pit. That's just the starting point. We need to make that much bigger and get some seats and stuff around it. So yeah, it's developing. It's coming along nicely. We've made mistakes left, right and centre. I own them, I learn from them, and I don't make them a second time. One thing I don't need to do though is finish some bloody jobs, because that still needs some work with wires. This needs some work with wires. It's probably a couple of hours work, but on top of everything else, it's a lot. It really is. But Andy being here, Andy is really good. He follows instruction really well. He gives his ideas, and they're usually good ideas. So he's a good guy to work with. So yeah, and this started off just being a hi, how you doing? And 10 minutes later I'm still yakking away. And that's where I'm going to be in the morning. And at that, night night.